Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. My name is Beverly. Welcome to my channel, Miles and Coffee. Today we will have a coffee talk, and I know it has been a while, but just like all across the world, really, there is a lot happening. So let's get started. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not already. And if you are a subscriber, thank you. But I want you to check in more regularly. I'm considering doing Mental Health Monday. We'll talk more about that as we go on. But with all of the concerns and panics surrounding COVID 19, it is time for us to check in. So if you don't mind, bear with me. I have a few notes for our coffee talk, and I'd like to discuss 5 P's. P for mental health. Let's start with prayer. Um, these are things that help me as I am practicing social distancing and trying to make sure that I keep my health and maintain my sense of sanity and routine. So, prayer is one thing I do, and that is a routine that was before all of the madness started, and it is a routine that I try to maintain every morning as I do a daily devotional, listen to scripture, excuse me, and just have some silent, quiet, private time. Even if you have children, even if you have things to do at home, while we are all, most of us are taking off work, and I know I am too, maybe consider putting yourself on your schedule and having that daily time to check in with yourself for your sanity and to put things on a list of concerns that you can pray about. That's prayer will be our first P. Number 2, peace. Your peace of mind is what you have to guard. And one way to do that is to turn the news off instead of watching the news constantly, because it can get overwhelming about the numbers and about the cases and about where it is happening next. So right now, as we are sheltering in, we have to guard our sense of peace. One way I do that, I'm going to share this with you. The 5-minute journal. This is a life changer. I've always been a person who likes to journal. I've got several of them here, actually. This is another one, but this one is a little bit more chunky, and I like to write and record daily events and things like that. I have one that I also use at work, for an agenda, if you will. But this one is the one that I go to first thing in the morning, and it's the last thing I do at night before going to bed. I'll just show you maybe one page. There's a daily morning part for writing down what you are grateful for, what would make the day great, and then an affirmation of some sort. It could be a scripture, or it could be something that you quote, or it could be something that you've heard that is inspirational. So you can see the sun here. You write the date, there is an inspirational quote, what I'm grateful for, what would make today great, and a daily affirmation. Then at night, 3 amazing things that happened. And I found that since doing this journal, maybe I started with one amazing thing, now it's up to 2 or 3. And sometimes it might even be more than 3 amazing things. Then down here, what could make today better? And so far, I've been using this particular 5-minute journal for 2 months. And I believe every night I'm able to say today was a great day. So this is one thing that kind of changes the way your mind works, because it forces you to look for something good, which creates more good. So remember, the first P for mental health in this coffee talk is to pray. And then number 2, guard your peace. Turn the news off. Maybe write your gratitude. What are you grateful for? Take a walk in nature. It's amazing. I know we have to, most of us are on an order to lock down or to shelter in place, or to self-quarantine. Even here where I am in Mexico, schools are out as of a week ago. So we're out for about a month, but the president here has not issued a curfew. So because it's kind of against Mexican culture to isolate, people are more social. So even though we are self-quarantined, you can take a walk around your house, go into your garden, sit under a tree, and soak up that nature, because it will put back the peace into your life, into your well-being, because we have to keep our health up. We don't want to panic. That is against our health. That is something that will bring your resistance in your immune system down. It is very damaging. If you can take a 5-minute walk or a 10-minute walk, that will do so much good. Okay, we can still keep our distance 6 feet from people. If you can say hi, wear a mask if you need to, which I suggest, which is what I do. But just going out and getting the sun on you. Sun has wonderful vitamin D, and just breathing some air that is outside, and remembering nature. Speaking of nature, I have these earrings on, which are cherry blossoms, to remind us that at the time of this video in March, the cherry blossom season is happening right now in Washington, D.C. I bought these cherry blossom earrings as a souvenir during spring break last year when I went to visit Washington, D.C. I will leave the link online so that you can do a virtual visit and watch the cherry blossoms as they are growing before they disappear, and you can watch that online. So again, checking in with nature just to give you a sense of peace. Number 3, pick up the phone. We are reminded now to check in with one another. Maybe we're going back to a simpler time. In the last couple of days since I've been off, people have checked in with me, and I have had the time to check in with family, the time to check in with a friend. And some were okay, some were not okay. Just the human touch, the human contact, either whether it be a text message, but even a phone call for a few minutes, will help you and help someone else. So sometimes when we reach out to others, it helps us forget our plight and to remember that we are in this together. And also don't forget to check on older loved ones. Number 4 of this mental health check is maybe plan a project. Do you like to garden? Maybe there's something that you needed to fix in your home, or maybe there's something that you wanted to do to change something in your home. For me, it's making me aware that during this season where we're thinking about spring and maybe concerned about food, I need to learn how to get better at planting herbs and things that I want to grow for my health. So those are things that I'm looking at, which plants would be best. Gathering some pots. I have a Berkey water filter I just got removed, so that's another reason my videos have been a little bit sparse, but I haven't used my Berkey, and so now I have to prime that Berkey, get it working, and that is another project. So I write down things that I need to do other than watching the news or Netflix that can help me be creative. Speaking of creative, number 5 on our mental health, don't forget to play. If you're at home with your kids right now, when's the last time you actually got on the floor to play? The last couple of weeks before school shut down, I was reminded that as we were getting prepared for tests and we were reviewing content, we just got on the floor. I put down an old simple matching game of matching foods to teach those words, and we put those cards down on the floor and just literally played match, and I played with them. Then the next was, can you spell this word? Right now is a wonderful time to connect with your kids and to play. But don't forget to play. You also have a sense of creativity and play. Do you play an instrument? Do you sing? Do you like to dance? I'm thankful for my siblings because we have like a message group where we check in with one another. And boy, is that a booster for my health. The simple act of saying, hey, what are you cooking today? Or someone will sing a song and that will tag team someone else to say, who knows this song? Just something simple like that that helps you remind yourself that it's okay to play. It lifts the endorphins and it makes and creates a sense of well-being. Maybe you like to dance. Uh, there's nothing wrong with that. You can dance with your kids or with your partner or alone. What's wrong with that? Turning off the news for a minute and put some music on. Play the old songs that get you moving. It will lift the atmosphere. And please, if you have a pet, don't forget to play with your pets. So let's review. We can pray, keep our sense of peace by journaling or by turning off the news or walking in nature. Then pick up the phone. Plan a project that is important, and then also a sense of play. Thank you for checking in. Please stay healthy. Please shelter in place. It does work. It is helping to alleviate those numbers. And please remember to eat healthy. Don't panic. And there's nothing wrong with stocking up food and making sure that you have enough to provide for your family. I don't call that panic. I call that provision. Okay, so from me in Mexico to you, wherever you are in the States or abroad or in other countries, thank you for checking in. And also, please comment below. I'm going to leave the mental health check that I saw, which was very, very helpful, I thought, in my opinion, about putting a heart below, and the color of the heart will indicate where you are, and maybe other people will reach out and lift your spirits that day, or be reminded to check in with you. Also, don't forget to tell what you are doing. What are some things that we all can do? Do you have a suggestion that would help us all as we maintain our health, whether it be about food or herbs or something that you have found that you can share? I would love to hear that, because we're all in this together. Most of us are staying at home and we're not working, so we have time to share and to care. Thank you so much. Let me know too if it would be helpful. Would you like to see Mental Health Mondays? I would love to do it, but if no one's watching, so then it would be a moot point, right? But it would make me creative on what things to think of next to help our mood as we shelter in place and maintain our health. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye for now.